C++, C++ is all about, it's a language, it's a programming, it's a programming language. It's a programming language, C++. So in this C language, you're going to be using a software, a new software like Ubuntu, Linux VirtualBox, and then low code. So after that, then I normally prefer to use low code. So in C++, when you see, maybe if you've checked what's happening, you'll see maybe when you're editing, when you're writing your program, you start with hash include I03, and then after that it's gonna be using namespace std, and then you have int main. So then you have int main. So this statement IS3, it's a head file, it's a header file, and then the hash include, it was being agreed by the programmers that every time when they write the head file, they must start with hash include. So in this head file here, we have the first letter we have I, and the second letter we have O. So this I, it means input, and then this O from there, it means output. So using the namespace, it allows us, when you're writing a program, for example, you have the brace, and then you say maybe C out, hello world, C out, hello world. So semicolons. Then after that, you can say return 0, semicolons, then you close the brace. So let me just write this what I wrote here to this side. So I wrote C, so I don't it's an int main, and then the brace and C out, hello world, semicolons, and return 0, and then closing brace. So the this int here which you see, it means integer. And then the C out, it allows you, like whatever you're writing C out, it will be displayed in the screen. So the user will be able to see what you write in this C out. So in this C out, because it's an output, it goes with this O, and then the return Z is something that you also have to know. So this statement, it is able to be displayed in the screen because of this statement here, which is the user namespace std. So this is a simple program that you can start writing. So my objective for today, it was to explain the meaning of hash, the head file, and using the namespace, and the C out and return. So you also have the return 0. So this one I said is like it's an integer and C out. So there is also a function called a cin. Cin is one, when you write something, this cin, it takes what the user will type in the keyboard. Then it also goes in hand with I, input. Whatever the user input in the keyboard, it takes everything that the user will input in the keyboard. So if you notice something here, we have written something like less for C out. But for C in, when you write it, you have to write it straight. And then there is also a semicolon. Semicolons, which means that you have added a sentence. So it tells the software of the computer that you have added a sentence. This thing have added. That's about the semicolons. And then, so the C in, you write it this way, less. So for C in, it takes what the user input. For example, we have a small program, hash include IO3 using namespace std and then int main and the braces, then I say int age, semicolons, then cout and the quotation marks, how old are you? How old are you? Questions, and then the semicolon, that I make a semicolon, the quotation mark and semicolon. Then I say C in. Then after this statement, when I'll write C in, then you notice this less, and then I will write age and semicolon. So I only wrote age in C in. I'm telling the computer that whatever the user is going to type is going to be stored in the word age. So this int, because it's an integer, the computer knows that whatever the user is going to type number is going to be number. So if in this program, then when it asks you how old are you, you type an alphabet. The computer will return back the numbers. For example, after this scene, I can say cout. I want you to see the result. Cout, you are, and then quotation marks, you are 8. Then I write age because it's already been declared. So this statement is a declaration statement. It's declared. Then I say age slash and line. So return 0. Don't forget about return 0 always. Return 0 semicolons. Then I close the brace. So this statement, after this statement, when the user input the age, it will come up, it will pop out, and it will say you are age. If you put 20, say, for example, if you put 22, it will say you are 22. So it's because of what in this, when you put 22, it's going to be stored in what? In age. So for the declaration, we have many of them. For example, if I want to ask you, what is your name? For this declaration, you don't have to, if I ask you that kind of thing, you don't have to use int. You have to use char. So char, if you say, what is your name? I say char name, like this. So when you say char name like this, it's only going to the program. It's only going to do what? It's only going to take one letter in the name that we type. So for you, maybe you can make it, you say, I want you to take at least 10 letters. Then when you write this name, you have to say char name. Then you do this, maybe you say 10 inside, then semicolons. Then you ask maybe cout, what is your name? What is your name? Then you see in, because you want the user to input. You remember, this is your name. You write the name, then semicolon. Then after that, the name, if it's longer than, if there is more than 10 letters, it will only take only 10 letters out of the string, then it will remove the rest. So if like the name is at least 5 letters, then you take all of them. For example, CE, then your cout, you can say cout, your name is, and then slash name. Your name is name, then slash name. So if I got a program like this, then it say, what is your name? I type in my name, Herbert. Then when the message will pop up, then it will say, your name is Herbert. Your name is Herbert. So welcome to an introduction of programming C++. For more information, you can call 079 3351 669. I will keep uploading the videos.